Hello, welcome to JoyNews Prime with me, Razak Musbah. We are live on DSTV channel 421 and GoTV channel 125. In the next half hour, President Akufo Addo jabs the independent candidate in the Ejisu By-Election and refutes allegations of attempt to rig the elections. We have excerpts from our documentary After the Floods, where victims of the Akosombo Dam spillage are disappointed as government remains silent on the way forward. Also bring you in our Doomsor Diaries this week, we take you to Odoko Buzia Junction, where a 53-year-old man and his 50-year-old brother share how the continuous power outage is affecting their business. This is JoyNews Prime with me, Razak Musbah, and JoyNews, we are independent, fearless, and credible. Please do stay. Let's get to the details now, and in our Doomsor Diaries, we will take you to Odoko Buzia Junction, where a 53-year-old man and his 50-year-old brother who ran a tailoring shop lament how the intermittent power supply is affecting them. Adobia Sari tells the story about the struggles of these artisans in the midst of the Doomsor crisis, and we have more for you in the following report.
Edward Jabo is a 53-year-old man whose livelihood depends only on his handicraft, sewing. The recent inconsistent supply of power is having a terrible toll on him.
I'm experiencing power cuts very well. When the power is off, our work also gets stuck. We don't meet our customers' needs.
His younger brother, 50-year-old Benjamin Jabo, works with him. He recounts how he had to improvise to satisfy a client when Doomsor took a seat at his workplace.
Sometimes it goes off and doesn't come until the next day. So 4 days ago, it went off. So I had to run to East Legon to go and do some job for someone because the person needed it so much.
Share with me how they have no other alternative to make ends meet.
This is what we do to make a living. So when there is no power, you can't do any work. We don't have any other work to do attached to what we are doing now. We are just sewing. Things are stuck. So even if you get a generator and you sew, how much will you charge your customer for the person to be able to pay? Even with electricity, when you charge, they complain. So when you add generator, you buy fuel to sew, and you have to add a little more cost to it. It's very disgusting.
Well, the Doomsor Diaries airs on JoyNews and Joy FM on Mondays and Wednesdays. Now, let's get to on 15th September 2023, the lives of nearly 39,000 Ghanaians changed forever. This is because the Volta River Authority decided to open the floodgates of the country's largest hydro dam, the Akosombo Dam, citing excess water levels that they claim threaten the sustainability of the dam. Days later, hundreds of communities downstream got flooded. Thousands of livelihoods and homes were destroyed, rendering many homeless and disrupting education. 6 months after that unprecedented, excruciating disaster, the victims are yet to get their lives back as government remains silent on the way forward. JoyNews went back into the community to gauge life after the disaster, and here are excerpts of the documentary.
The Volta River Authority, the VRA, announced a controlled spillage of the Akosombo Hydro Dam on September 15, 2023, citing excess water levels. However, this single decision became and still is a major disaster in the area thus far, affecting an estimated 39,000 people in the lower Volta Basin. Public toilets, mortuaries, hospitals, refuse dams, homes, farms, schools, and even roads were submerged. Education was severely disrupted. Schools like this one in Agbetikpo in the North Tongu district of the Volta region became shelters for thousands of flood victims. Classrooms became bedrooms, and for months, education was severely disrupted.
They don't have any class to learn. There is nothing like class for them. So UNICEF came to our aid to donate this tent for the teachers and the students to be managing.
Janet Agbavo is the class teacher for KG 1 and 2 here at Agbetikpo makeshift, tent classroom. We want to find out from her how she's been coping with the situation. How many kids do you have in this class?
Over 74.
And you are the only teacher?
Yes, please.
Tell us, how are you coping?
The situation here is not easy, but we are managing because the kids too, sometimes because of the hot weather over here, the tent, under the tent is not easy, but we are managing.
Now, the full documentary after the floods airs tomorrow on Joy 99.7 FM at 8:30 a.m. on the Super Morning Show and the AM show on the Joy News channel at 8 a.m. and later at 8:30 p.m. on the Joy News channel. Let's take you to the Ejisu By-Election, where President Akufo Addo says persons manipulating the candidature of former NPP MP and independent candidate for Ejisu, Kwabena Owusu Adiomi, will fail in their bid to claim the seat from the new patriotic party. And though the president is indifferent about the former NPP MP's decision to cut ties with the party, it says the candidate's attempt to resort to lies in staging a comeback should not be encouraged by voters. President Akufo Addo says it is only the party's candidate who can lobby development for the constituency. He emphasized the need for the party to have a majority in parliament.
Yes, you radio me. Say never done it here, my NPP. All right. So, person done it here. All cousin done it in my NPP. Now, never feel no more about no name. 2008. Obano. Not just so high. You know, MP, Ejisu, cabinet minister. Yeah, deputy minister. Cabinet minister. Minister of Foreign Affairs. Mijemu 2007. Semekwa pray the Franca Tune Abano. And a young Akufo, a Pejano, a Beshe cabinet minister. Ono no baya, ono no besi kind. Eno tuno. Ebeye candidate in our faces obeye MP. Eno de say eno de papa. Yes sir. Eno de na niche ho. So abawa betu cabinet minister. Awa obeye MP. Eno de boni bi enim. Na wo do so no bi aba betu a. Udi friend say deputy minister. Eno ayo ya. Emma na wo nam na okika kansam. Sa de ye no. Sa de ye no. Yam pre independent bia. Ye who teacher. Since some said that she so pay you for be said that she and ye one no. So bano me say you say embasso le embasso tra embasso. But it's also no. And an Amson or the acquiring ever a drizzle. If you bring you in for a bone, ɛdɛn ɛkwan no wayɛ a ɔde abɛkyerɛ Ejisu sɛ ɔno ɛna ɛyɛ kwan. You want to be regional chairman. Yes, I may come far from you. And as I could be a Wagana, me, and I'm a man who took me, and yes, the more Poby and the president, NPP president, Akasa, not to us on Penua. Near NPP, ni, and Robert no Babet Casa, I'd say.
Well, President Akufo Addo further dismissed allegations that the NPP will rig the elections.
Say, you hear the NPP for Baby Abanum. About a tomato, Mamma, but the NPP no, you hear Abanamana. Son of the Sotre. You say, we are Banamana, way, baby, you have baby Abanamano. On Judge, I some, so I done it, you know, here, Minim the oil, San Francisco. Say Chinyo, and I need me a million and a boom, and oh, yeah. Of course, he has no more fire, some mother can some I am fata and
Meanwhile, the camp of Kwabena Addo, in wrapping up their campaign, are going through streets of Ejisu, convincing the electorate to vote their candidate. Well, let's cross over to Nana Boakye Danko Yadom and Nana Yao Jima in Ejisu now, where the NPP is holding its final rally before Tuesday's poll. Nana, if you can hear me, what can you report from the grounds?
This is the final rally of the New Patriotic Party as they prepare for the by-election, which is slated for Tuesday, April 30. Their candidate, lawyer Kwabena Boateng, will be coming up against former member of parliament for the Ejisu constituency, Kwabena Owusu Aduonu, who is going as an independent candidate in the by-election. But there were some misunderstandings here in the constituency which led to Kwabena Owusu Aduonu breaking ties with the NPP. But then the contest, I must say, is fierce because you see the government machinery here in the constituency. It should tell you that there's something strong going on here in the Ejisu constituency ahead of the by-election come next week, Tuesday. So right behind me is President Akufo Addo, Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and the National Chairman of the New Patriotic Party, Stephen Intim, General Secretary Justin Frimpong Kodia, and other high-profile figures of the NPP. The activities for today was the final rally and then thereby within the community. It started at Kwamo and then went on to Onye, and then we are here at the Ejisu By-Election bus station where His Excellency President Akufo Addo is wrapping up the campaign for the New Patriotic Party ahead of the by-election come Tuesday, April 30. We'll be having Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia speak to us shortly, and so we must get to hear what the Vice President has to tell us. But I must tell you that this place is filled with a lot of people, a lot of voters who will be participating in the election come Tuesday. The numbers here are huge, and then government machinery super strong here, coming to back the candidate of lawyer Kwabena Boateng, the MPP's candidate for the by-election on Tuesday. Vice President Bawumia is addressing the crowd now.
Chief of Staff, the party chairman, General Secretary, Ministers of State, Ashanti Regional Chairman, Constituency and Regional Election. And the entire Abeshia, sir, Yadam for Yenya, Honorable John Kuma, now free mo into Yemrane Chrese, just a by-election. And into Abeshia ha and a Munina Milimse. Aya asamaya awaraho ma obia. And here observing 1 minute silent. Emma Honorable John Kuma.
Yeah, 1 minute. So Vice President Dr. Bramia is observing a 1 minute silence for lawyer John Kuma, the demise MP for Ejisu constituency.
John Kuma na Ejisu Danakuma sopa na Odo Ejisu constituency. Minini chia debia na mpuntu juma opesa odeba Ejisu na asem na oka. Oyere ye oko check up with Germany. Or Germany na 6 March eba na ose obeg free hospital na wasamba Ghana aba Ejisu constituency na onomo abedi 6 March no obaye ankoyi yame freno na ofrimu na Ejisu edonti na osambaye enti abaya ye betui the person to abayi na edi she honorable John Kuma enimonyam yen she no enimonyam yebe she no eni say yebe to abano ama lawyer Kwabena Boate sa enimonyam na ye hwehwe benada na yebe she yebe to sa abano Enyina yenim abain kwa na edi mpuntu eba enyesa abain na edi mpuntu eba Ejisu mu serie mpuntu eba Ejisu constituency ha enye president Akufo abain na Akufo Addo abain ntem na sa mpuntu ejuma na eba Ejisu mpuntojuma no ebaye Ejisu because NPP yewo abaimo enyesa anka yeni abaimo sa mpuntojuma no emba elinti na yetese muntu abano emma Kwabena Boate na NPP yetimi eba enya ahodi eye juma no emma munyina ushe Parliament say John Kuma ni hono ye were 137 enyesa 137 enti ye to abano na ye dema independent candidate hello ebe haji ebe ekirese ye to abano ama NDC for ye to ma independent ye to ama NDC sana etie enti abaye betu yen yire ho na yen tuma Kwabena Boate ye tuma no na ye nya 138 na omo 137 na ye timi ye juma ama monyina osha NDC fo munimsa omunimse omuntimi wini wa ha elinti omo anfa candidate ambaha omo the candidate aba elinti omo echire na omo ta independent candidate na echire enti mutuma independent mo to ama NDC enoso enya dia yebe le sa yebe to aba na ama Kwabena Boate lawyer na yetimi akoyinim otuma NDC ye koye chire munim se NDC for there omo adwin bibia obeye omo se untimi ye enyasa sana omo adwin tie o nana Akufo Addo ordin free SHS obai no NDC for say 419 enyasa omo se ye ntimi omo ka ye no yan ye Nana Akufo Addo say on the teacher training allowance for samba biom omo aka say yentimi aye omo kan no yan Nana Akufo Addo say the nursing training allowance beba omo say yentimi ye omo kan no yan you see the medical drones zipline drones e dey duro beba omo kan say yentimi ye omo kan no yan yes, free TVET education. Yediba, almost yentimi yeah. Agenda 111, almost yentimi yeah. Zongo Development Fund, almost yentimi yeah. When you know mpuntu ejuma NPP, yeah. NDC for the power mama, when you know the chat, and ain't na yepese mutuma lawyer Kwabena Boateng. Where the man for digitalization and cow. Man for digitalization and cow. Yeah, fourth industrial revolution, modern economy. Yeah, digitalization as sema honestly nkuko kiti. Nasane heribu mine. Yeah, modern development, advanced development. Enti Monyire moho yentu abano lawyer Kwabena Boateng. Na yego eni.
And so that is Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. He has been throwing some jabs against former President John Mahama. He's saying that there is a need for the voters here at the Ejisu constituency to consider voting for lawyer Kwabena Boateng, who is the candidate for the New Patriotic Party in the Ejisu By-Election. That is Vice President Mahmoud Bawumia also touting the achievement of his government, especially the President Akufo Addo. He's saying that President Akufo Addo has done so well for the Ejisu constituency. And so when it comes to considering a candidate for the Ejisu constituency, it is lawyer Kwabena Boateng, who is the party's candidate in the upcoming by-election slated for April 30. And so those are the words of Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, who just delivered his speech to voters here, gathered here for the final rally of the New Patriotic Party. And so in your shot, you can see Vice President Dr. Bawumia, His Excellency the President Nana Addo Akufo Addo, and also the NPP's parliamentary candidate for the by-election, lawyer Kwabena Boateng, Chief of Staff Fremont Pare, the Ashanti Regional Minister Simon Osei Mensah, the Deputy Majority Leader and also Minister for Education Osei Wadutum. Honorable Brian Echampon is also seated on the high table. We have the Roads Minister Francis Asenso Boakye, General Secretary of the NPP Justin Frimpong Kodia, Majority Leader Alexander Fenyo Makin, former General Secretary of the NPP Kwabena Ejapon, and then also the Treasurer of the NPP. So the President of the Republic of Ghana, Nana Addo Akufo Addo, is going to mount the stage to deliver his speech, and so we'll be listening to the President very shortly. He's been introduced to the stage to take over to deliver his speech. That is President Nana Addo Akufo Addo.
Vice President, 2025, President of the Republic of Ghana. Stephen Ntim, National Chairman of the New Patriotic Party. Fremont Pare, Chief of Staff, the Office of the President, NPP penny 4, Wabemu, NPP penny 4, one party move, party penny 4, constituency, regional, polling station, executive. Drink Kaibano. Nami Raho pa Mankana Mbwa. Nami Raho. And I'm saying, a branch na we free moi. And I'm no Asia saying, John Kuma, lawyer nam lawyer ni ya kitu papa am penasem Yakupo ni Ghana Franca Shenisa 2017 National Entrepreneurship Improvement Program. Ono ina me ma me be no first. Then na me juma papa yeah. Ti Yakupo ya adom na me baby no second term no na me pejano somebody be Deputy Minister for Finance. I also no. Na ejuma oya na se wani nanso Yakupon abafra so omda ne nche Yakupon se se no so no enye se ya aye se ya ntia se so e fa me sa ba me ba ye de ma ba be hu enne e wo kwamo wo nyi la se ba be ye wo ha bo nwe around a sofa at free so the damase papa damase now so the ba my papa to sembia anyone wa pa yewa ebiomi 2008 Ejisu Primary. Sabrano, NPP are aware Ejisu. You're a cabinet minister. President Oya Deputy Minister for Foreign Affairs. Complete presidential candidates and the C from Akufo Addo. And Akufo also Pejano. So my be say my name will be here. Foreign Minister. 2008 Prime Minister ye party no me una ba na obetu o say as Ejisu Member of Parliament candidate Cabinet Minister and obetu and the obetu na NPP ya e ko babanyesa what there? The open house akai. Now 2020, Obiaba as at now will be Deputy Minister. About more of the two now bofu. Sadia no. What the hell be an ayoya? Sadia no. Oseja. Ubetu no one pa bada one dani be tiama NPP odasu NPP etia besine a campaign cry be ama wo ababa parliament no ka ho bi pa ole bi so o so nche bi da abato ne bi e bi da na so wo NPP ni papa na abato na ba ni eniwa me mako akense na me sankan and I need pie NPP. These are NPP. Yes, I am. And there one. And they say, you will be me. I say a choir war at you so on the oil. Hey, I said, what will be that? Individual. Aban the year acquire a Wagana. Aban a year Wagana, a rap bako, a rap bako, Nipa bako, and I ban now one a day, Namado Dako to Friday. Why do I understand in the said, I said, so much about the minister, want to be a deputy minister. No free so Uja so the deputy minister. And then come to me, I just want. I had a crack. What for your party? What? A quite so to me called Bear Party be out there. My main black wrong clear. So if you don't know, yeah, boy, I won't see about here. I bear Muama, Konabuate. Now, time no candidate, yeah, Abanomano. Time a candidate, yeah, Abanomano. Never Abano. Onya, Olimsa Onya, it's in Osaka, it's in yeah, Manu, so you're young and met, and or crack, and pen, but of the Obama candidate was independent of them. It be to me. But before be selected, but I believe sometimes before be selected, because before NPP here selected. The blue boy from Franco or India to you, and I'm here in the blood domina, a piano father, a Valentina. It will be a yet my and yet my young Pelita, the Peruviata. The Kwakwakos 7th of January 2025 NPP Abana Wagana Akufo Addo if you 2025 January record but we answer the bad no about the December the baby will put to do about her. Now, smart NPP riba. Or you know me blame the program one, which we got the lima. You say yes, well, okay. And you be also independent. No independent, no. You said that everything in you. When you become murky, it's murky. You can't understand what's underneath, what's going on underneath. The brothers are, the people are not, the look for your barco, a kai, and that's to say a branch away. Yes, and I'm not somebody. Independent candidate. The day you open to our parliament today. He said, one bad Abacan, he said, about the Abacan NDC for the majority amount. The embassy, in Akufo Addo, he quiet. He said, brother, embassy, sa NPP. Ejisu is part of the NPP constituency of Ghana. Ejisu is a leading part of it and is going to remain part of the NPP constituency in this country. My boss said about the seven, about the obey. What do you say, Diago? If there's some woman, nothing to me year, the next 7-8 months ahead of us. I want to be able to get the programs that are left through the parliament, and I need the majority in the parliament to be able to do that. Now, even one is the majority. And just so give me that one for the majority in parliament. Man, to me, it was a time or not time. Like usually, just so there, when your back, obey minister. When you're full minister, they saw say, or to be a deputy minister, to say, a dear me, Emma, John Kuma, is obey. The minister, Bruno, oh, you bet me, now, come now, Boating so no, that he has a say, only so about the minister did you. The Samu, brother by what Bian said Diago. Number two. Let me say, it's in the office. I will give you the house. Bobo Boy 334. I say, Electoral Commission, returning officer for Ejisu parliamentary by-election, has declared Kwabena Boateng as the new member of parliament elect for Ejisu.
And that is President Nana Addo Akufo Addo. He has been throwing some jabs at the independent candidate Kwabena Addo. He says that it is only an independent candidate who can lobby for development in the Ejisu constituency. If there is anybody to consider in the upcoming primary and parliamentary election slated for Tuesday, they should consider lawyer Kwabena Boateng, who is the candidate of the New Patriotic Party. And so that is His Excellency President Akufo Addo. He has also been touting his achievement as president since he assumed office in January 2017. He says that even after December 7th, he is hopeful that his vice president, that is the NPP flag bearer, Dr. Bawumia, will take over as president of the Republic of Ghana. He says that he needs majority in parliament so that he can complete whatever he has for his vision, and also see that everything goes through parliament, and so that he could be able to complete whatever he has to complete before he leaves office in January 7th, 2025. And so that is the atmosphere here at the Ejisu Bonre bus station, where the NPP is having its final rally. We would listen to the candidate of the New Patriotic Party, lawyer Kwabena Boateng.
Well, apologies for the sound there, but we're just bringing visuals from NPP's final rally ahead of that by-election come Tuesday at the Ejisu constituency. And you heard from my colleague Boachi Yadom over there. Well, we'll keep you updated on the Ejisu by-elections and all the happenings coming from there. But that's all we got for you on the JoyNews Prime Sunday edition with me, Razak Musbao. Up next is the probe at 8. Please do stay, and we've got more stories for you on myjoyonline.com. Do have a wonderful evening.